Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And yes, I wanted to bring this up again in today's video because it is still very important. And these licenses still have not been granted yet to T-Mobile. So we just started a new month. We are now in March of 2023. And the first batch of these 2.5 licenses from Auction 108 were granted to some of the other participants back in December of 2022, minus T-Mobile. So we have an article from Fierce Wireless. I will leave it in the description so you guys could check it out. So this is a head scratcher. So at this point, I have no further updates as to what may be happening. I've reached out to a few people. They all tell me it's a head scratcher. They tell me this is very unprecedented, a territory even for them to really discuss and maybe give an opinion on. So this is very, very confusing, right? The auction closed. Then we found out who the winners were. Then later on, we found out where the licensing were purchased. And T-Mobile won this spectrum rightfully, and they paid for it. And unless they did something behind the scenes that we did not know publicly, these licenses, T-Mobile still does not have access to them. And it's really hurting their progression because now they can't offer, home internet or fixed wireless access in certain regions where they may already have this 2.5 radio deployed. Once they get the access to these licenses, it's really just a flip of a switch for them to increase the bandwidth on those sites or even add 2.5 at all. There's some counties and regions out there where T-Mobile has 0 megahertz of 2.5 before this auction. But now it seems to all be in the FCC's hands. There's nobody really speaking about it anymore. There's no further updates given as to what's happening. I'm sure T-Mobile is on the phone behind the scenes, asking the FCC what's happening with the licenses. We need these licenses. It will further give us, we will make progress on the 5G network even further. We will close the digital divide even faster. I'm sure they're doing that. They're being proactive on the back end, but we just haven't heard anything publicly from anyone. So I don't want to say it's, forgotten about. I've made, this is about probably the second follow-up video that I make to that, just kind of bringing up the fact that these licenses have still not been granted to T-Mobile, and they rightfully paid for it. So is there a possibility that the FCC is looking into this further because of the complaint by AT&T? Possibly. This is a new administration. They might be looking into it like, hey, look, this merger happened. T-Mobile has an abundance amount of spectrum. They gained more spectrum at C-band. They got more at DoD. They're getting more 2.5 from this auction. Maybe they're looking to level the playing field more. Maybe they say it's unbalanced. I'm speculating right now. I don't know. But is it a possibility? Sure. And that may have been the complaint from AT&T that triggered that the FCC, the current FCC in charge, to really look at like, okay, this is not really a level playing field. We need to bring this closer. So maybe we could hear something in the future. I'm sure we will. But I'm just throwing out some speculations. That's possibly what could be happening. But other than that, I don't have any further updates. And most people that I speak with are kind of at a loss for words when it comes to this license. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for more. Like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.